You are
Hey, wait for it.
hey,
Yabba dabba.
hey.
Alright. You gonna learn today.
All-Star News.
SB Gang.
Okay, gang, we got a juicy one today. TDJ snitching on Diddy. Check this shit out. Ooh, wait.
Dallas Bishop T.D. Jakes is finally speaking out about the rumors of him being seen at Diddy's parties, and he's allegedly suing everyone that has tried to expose him. After Jay-Z and Beyonce, T.D. Jakes is the third person to try and silence victims of Diddy's sexual abuse. What was T.D. Jakes doing at Diddy's parties, and what is his victim allegedly saying about him?
Did not tell you this good.
Here we are.
Grateful. To y'all, all the people who prayed, all the people who texted, all the people who had prayer books, all the people who sent love and sent notes. This grateful. I was ready to die. I heard my kids. The people who love me. Church. Whatever call me. That's just gotta be grateful.
On the 25th of November, Bishop T.D. Jakes filed a defamation lawsuit against fellow pastor Dwayne Youngblood. Pastor Youngblood claimed that T.D. Jakes had tried to sexually assault him when he was just 18 years old, and had even tried to abuse him in the church during service. Youngblood allegedly had witnesses and phone records to back up his claims, and the things he was saying were horrifying. Since then, Bishop Jakes has been named in a lawsuit in connection to Diddy, and even been mentioned by Cat Williams as being a pedophile.
Home, he says, come on in, let's talk. You can't even imagine being 18, 19 years of age. This person is killing it, and they're saying to you, come on in, let's talk. And so I did. I went in. We sat down at a very long dining room table in a room that she had, and for 2 hours, it was unbelievable. Pouring of Hart, crying, him talking about my father, we talking about these scenarios, and I inwardly just knew I had finally found someone who could get it. Someone who understood. I'm sitting at this table, and for the first time talking to any man, I got tears coming down my face because somebody gets me. Somebody understood what I was going through. Well, after sitting there and having this long discourse with him, I finally look at my watch and I'm like, oh my goodness, I got to go. I got to get this car back to my mother. She's going to kill me. So I said to Bishop, I got to get up. And I got up from the table. He got up from the table. He walked around toward the way I had to exit quicker than I got over there. And when I started to walk past him, he pulled me to himself, wrapped his arms around me and tried to kiss me. And in that moment, I literally died. I could not, I tell you, to this day, I can't remember how I got out of that place. But I remember driving home with all kinds of crazy thoughts and what in the world am I going to do now? And I finally get home, get in the house, get in the bed. I'm going to try to go to sleep. And I get to sleep and get up in the morning. And in the morning, I step into our bathroom and my home phone rings. My mother answers the phone and she says to me, Wayne, it's Elder Jakes. And I get on that phone. And when I get on that telephone, I can hear water. He is sitting in a bathtub. And in that thing, he says to me, without any hesitation, there's 3 things I need you to do. The first one is, when I come to Pittsburgh, you're going to be the only person I sleep with. The second one is, you can't sleep with anybody else because I don't want to give my wife anything. And thirdly, I will take care of you the rest of your life. I can't to this day remember how I got off that phone, but I do know I made a decision that I wasn't going to the service that night. And eventually I told my mother, I'm not going to go to the service tonight. She says, no. You know we got a rule in this house. If we go, you go. I never told her what he had done. I went to church, and the most humiliating thing imaginable happened that night at church. Bishop Jakes getting up to preach, speaks into that microphone. I'm going to ask young minister Youngblood to read for me. And after all of that drama of the last 24 hours, I had to read.
Now I know T.D. Jakes is a famous minister around the world, but that little comment on "have you ever swallowed?" Now look at his whole church. It's about 2 or 3 people up in there. Now let's get back to the video, because this is getting very interesting. Ooh-wee.
World-renowned Dallas pastor T.D. Jakes is named in a federal lawsuit against musician Sean Diddy Combs.
It's filed by a producer that worked with Combs. It discusses how the singer planned to leverage his relationship with the bishop to soften the impact on his public image of Casey Ventura's lawsuit. Ventura is a former girlfriend of Combs who filed her own lawsuit in November alleging abuse, violence, and sex trafficking.
Meanwhile, Combs' lawyer is criticizing the raids at 2 of the hip-hop mogul's homes in a federal sex trafficking investigation. He called them an unprecedented ambush. It comes as we're getting a new look inside Combs' L.A. house after the search by federal agents. Carter Evans has details about what the feds have uncovered so far.
Guns, cell phones, and other electronics are among the items taken from the homes of music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, according to a source familiar with the search warrant performed by federal agents at his properties in Los Angeles and Miami. TMZ says this video shows the aftermath of the raid inside Combs' LA mansion. Drawers empty, documents scattered, and safes open and searched. Hours after the raid started, Combs was seen walking around the Miami Opa-locka airport, according to TMZ, which also obtained this video. Later, at the same airport, authorities arrested Combs' associate, Brendan Paul, and charged him with drug possession. In a civil suit filed against Combs by former music producer Roddy Jones, Paul was accused of being a drug and gun mule who allegedly aided Combs in sex trafficking. Yesterday, Diddy's lawyer called the law enforcement action nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. Could this federal investigation have come out of these private lawsuits?
Oh, absolutely. If it involves sex trafficking or drugs or weapons or other illegal behavior.
Lori Levinson is a former federal prosecutor.
They've decided this is worth a lot of resources across the country. So once they've done these searches, they have evidence to follow up on. And if they've got it, they'll move on it.
Even though Combs has not been publicly named as a target of the investigation, he says he's now prepared to fight to clear his name.
Interestingly, however, there are several witnesses that claim to have seen T.D. Jakes at Diddy's all-white parties and freak-offs. Gene Deal was one of these people, and allegedly he saw T.D. Jakes too, and couldn't understand why a religious figure like him would be close to Diddy.
Now come on, T.D. Jakes. We seen you at them Diddy parties, bruh. Come on now. For real. Now you wanna sue that man? Now you wanna sue that man and try to clear your name. But you know you was at them parties. You know you was at them parties.
Believe in these cases, and why didn't you believe in others that you were presented with?
Well, the thing with a sexual abuser is they follow a pattern. They fall to type, and you become very clear on what that pattern is, particularly a serial sexual abuser. And these cases were all identical in the facts, identical in the story. It was beginning, middle, conclusion,
they know each other?
Boom. None of them knew each other.
Did you have them meet?
No.
Did you have them coordinate stories?
No, no.
Do you think they had any contact with each other before they came to you?
Absolutely not.
And when you were talking to them, well, first, the ones that you didn't take, why not?
Stories didn't make sense. Stories didn't fit the pattern. Stories were not credible. I mean, this is my 30th year as a lawyer. I've tried over 100 cases. I can assess whether somebody's story is credible. And if I don't believe it, I'm not going to put my name on a pleading, sign it, and file it in court. I'm not doing that. And that's what I did with the 60-plus cases that I rejected.
And this is not really your area of expertise. If people will look you up, celebrity lawsuits is not really where you make your bones. Why this?
Well, I have handled. I was involved in the Weinstein litigation. Right. I was involved in the Paducah litigation. I was involved in the Hayden litigation. Why did I do this? I do this because it's important. I think it's important for people to be heard, have their chance to get the power back. Because sexual abuse, sexual assault is about one thing: taking power, humiliating, demeaning a person, and a victim. It has nothing to do with sex. And so I think it's important. I think it's important to get the word out. I think it's important for men to feel, hey, look, I can come out and be heard just like a woman could.
And the defense that, look, they knew what they were getting into. These are regrets. They went there, they partied, and now they see a pocket.
No, I don't think so. My client
Were they gay men?
One was bisexual, the other ones were not. And they were going there. The client who was bisexual worked for Diddy. Diddy owed him money for doing errands for him and being his step and fetch, for lack of a better word. And I think it was a power move. It was a clear power move because this guy had the nerve to come to him and say, you owe me money. And so Diddy said, come on to the Intercontinental Hotel. He gives him the drug, knocks him out, sodomizes him. And I won't use the term that my client used, but he said he tried to turn me into his B word. And I think it was a clear power move on each and every occasion. I think the ones that took place in the Park Hyatt, that wasn't partying. My client met him at a nightclub in the city here with a music producer. He didn't think he was getting into that. The man who was in the Hamptons, he thought he was going to a white party. Who wouldn't want to go to a white party? I would have gone to a white party back in the day. I wouldn't go now. But they went there innocently, and this is what happened to them.
TD Jakes might actually just be another pawn under Diddy's control.
I'm gonna tell y'all just how it is. If you know, you know. This shit way bigger than TD Jakes, Diddy, anybody in Hollywood. Y'all better pay attention. For real, for real. There's something going on up underground.
Nobody came out defending Diddy. All these celebrity friends he have, and nobody came out.
They brand. It's all about the money. They saw what he did to Cassie. With the kicking, the punching. They saw what they did to Cassie. They know that nobody in America like that. So now, these people are represented by a brand. Whether it's something about the music, clothing, movies. They're not gonna come out and speak on nothing that has anything to do with them. And they praying that they not on the tape. Doing crazy stuff, being oiled up in the whole 9 yards. They praying. So until the feds say, hey, yo, listen here. We got you on, hey buddy, we got you on this tape, and the girl looked like she was pretty young. We're not gonna show it, but we need you to come and testify against Brother Love, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs. That's when they're gonna start talking. And they're not gonna be talking in his favor. When the feds come to them and show them what they got on tape, because if he had 250 tapes all over, 250 cameras all over the house, somebody got caught spilling a cookie out the cookie jar. It could be your favorite pastor. It could be your favorite politician. But they didn't think they was being watched. And Brother Love was watching.
Yeah, I mean, TD Jakes, he haven't even came out and said anything. And him and Diddy was real cool.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, man. And I know the people in the congregation over there is shaking in their boots because this man didn't lead them allegedly led them to damnation, because those people's hearts are gonna be broken if that man is seen on those tapes doing anything. Because people always put their faith in the pastor instead of putting their faith in God. And what they need to do is understand that he's just a man. And he has a history. It's not looking too good for him.
So you feel like celebs are worried that they might be on tape?
Oh, they know. That's why they ain't speaking up or saying nothing. Yeah, I was at a Diddy party, but I know I ain't do nothing. When you don't know somebody's taping you, when you don't know that somebody is videoing you in some kind of form or fashion, and you got that alcohol, you got the drugs in you, they're a little loose, bro. They let down all their inhibitions. The music is pumping. He said it himself. He got it so hot in there that you gotta take your clothes off. He said that himself, bro.
The allegations against Bishop TD Jakes are as shocking as they are complex, intertwining accusations of abuse, corruption, and manipulation. As the lawsuits unfold and more details emerge, the line between truth and speculation becomes increasingly blurred. Is Bishop Jakes an accomplice, a victim of manipulation, or simply a man whose proximity to power has drawn him into a web of controversy?
Yo, like I told y'all before, Hollywood is in for it. If y'all ain't looked at the news, how the whole Hollywood on fire, man, look at this man church. It's about 10 people in there. Man, Hollywood finna go broke, and you know why.
So do you think Puffy was involved in the shooting?
I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows. So every time he say it didn't happen, or that's the only thing that makes this become an issue to everybody. If you're gonna act like you a gangster or a G or the king of New York, I'm gonna expect that. And when you don't come through, then I'm gonna wanna crush your empire. And that's what it's time for.
No lie, no cap. The big homie Tupac really was going in on Diddy back in the day. Listen to that hit him up, how he was on him about all the, you know what, accusations. He was really going in. Man, maybe this shit is really true. You feel me? Pop was on something. Check this shit out.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I heard about that though, but I ain't about to say that. But
What?
You and Diddy? You and Diddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Diddy.
You and Diddy what?
You and Diddy. No. They said he was. They said he was.
How you knew that? How you now I'm about to Google because I ain't never heard this.
He said he was Diddy's boy toy. Yeah, I was in Jamaica with him.
Oh, I see it now.
See? I was in Jamaica with
Osiris in Jamaica with his alleged boo Diddy. Can we talk about Diddy new boy toy? YK Osiris. Why you did this to Diddy, man? It's messed up, man.
I'm just asking my roommate so he can clear it up. That's what the breakfast.
I didn't even know that. There ain't nothing that needs to be cleared up.
Who believed that?
There ain't nothing to be cleared
That's
up.
why I say I don't know what happened about that.
You heard that?
Yeah, I heard it, but I think it'd be crazy little talking stuff.
When you heard it, what did you say to yourself? Because I know your
I
people.
ain't worried about it.
But your partners in Jacksonville like, bro, what's up? Because they already think the industry is a certain way.
Definitely Duval. Nah. Like you say, he ain't nobody.
I ain't never heard that in my
a lot
life.
of people don't care about it. They ain't that be really.
Did you laugh or were you? I
was laughing.
So today's Diddy hearing just ended, and we have some big updates, including the odds of him getting out prior to trial. In full transparency, some of what they said today, a lot of y'all are not gonna like. First, Diddy was actually physically present at this hearing, and his mother and his kids actually showed up from Florida to help support him. We also have a trial date. As of right now, it is May 5th, 2025. Prosecution said that they would need 3 weeks to present this case, and defense said they will need 1 week to defend it. Now, given how profile this is and the charges, it is very unusual for a case like this to go to trial this quickly, but it's what the defense was asking for, and the judge basically said, fine, you want it, here it is. Now that said, it is very possible that more charges will be brought, which could push that trial date out a little bit further. We also have a little bit more information on the devices that they seized. They seized 96 devices. 9 were from the airport the day that his mule got arrested, another 36 from the Miami home, 51 from the devices in LA, and his phone is included in that, his personal cell phone. Now remember how I said there's a part that you guys are not gonna like? Defense, which is unusual again, is asking for a gag order. Now there's a little bit more to it, and I will explain that in another video because I'm starting to run out of time and I know y'all wanna know if he's going to make bail. And the answer is no, he is not. Now, because he's been turned down again for the 3rd time, the only appeal he could make again would be to the United States Supreme Court, who would never accept that case. I'm out of time, so there will be a part 2 for this, but if you see that I'm live, come on in, it means that we're talking about it. And don't forget to hit that follow button.
Now that was then, and this is now. Now he got all kind of federal charges and everything. They talking about underground tunnels and all kind of celebrity connections. Now check this video out with Kevin Hart at one of his house parties. Exclusive footage. Oh wait.
We want to thank you. Come in. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it. You did it.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed, at all. I should look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. I should.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like, check this out. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
What the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this with me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid. Listen,
we having a good time, yo. Your usher made it in the. Hey, yo.
I'm a thug. At the end of the day, nigga, I kill niggas, man. No, listen, at the end of the day, I kill niggas. Everybody know me, man. Listen, in the streets, Diddy's there this weekend.
Now, I'm gonna tell y'all like it is. There be a whole lot of shit going on up in them parties in Hollywood. Come on, now it's 2025. We all know Kevin Hart acting like he wasn't there, but we got footage right here. But now here go a recording with Kevin Hart talking about Diddy set him up and was recording him and his wife without their consent.
Shocking news.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I told Diddy no at first. Diddy paid me a bag, and we did some things that I'm not proud of, and my wife's not proud of. I didn't know he was recording.
Yo! Did Kevin Hart just admit to doing dirty things with Brother Love? Hold on, let me play this back.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I told Diddy no at first. Diddy paid me a bag, and we did some things that I'm not proud of, and my wife's not proud of. I didn't know he was recording.
Man, the internet is in shambles with all of this leaked audio surfacing. And according to the sources, there's gonna be more leaked audio from Diddy in prison, as well as Kevin Hart. So as soon as I get my hands on that, guys, I will be sure to make sure I upload this. Now, Suge Knight did speak out, man, and say this was actually gonna happen.
Any artist out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, don't have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the record, dancing. Come to Death Row.
Thanks for watching. This video is for entertaining only.